Hello everyone, it's Farmer6710. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to day 16 on the big 132 Holland Farm Diorama display. So there's a good bit of action today. There's update on Micks farm, what's happening with him. Also PJ is making hay and silage, and the builders or the quarry have their shed nearly up. So let's get into it. And also we'd like to apologise for that there was no video there on Thursday, as we were busy recording future videos, so look forward to them. But yeah, sorry about that.
Here in Micks farm, it's not so happy and clappy. It's kind of a bit mad today. Mick had to sell his Abbey tanker to pay for the bills, and he got in contractors to do the silage for him, and Fergus Agri Contractors, he had to pay them, and he had many things to pay, so he sold off the Abbey tanker. It was the most valuable thing in the farm. Nothing could run it there at the minute, because he only had the David Brown and the 3140, but it sold to a young farmer who's just going to clean out a couple of septic tanks, so at least it's starting a new happy life. Kevin has just pulled into the yard to check up on Mick, see how he's doing and all. And the David Brown's just parked there, and Mick has to hitch up to the for Williams and sell a couple cows to the mart. Then before they do all that, they're just covering the pit with all hands on deck here. They have most of the tyres on, they have the tarp on, and Mick's son is just driving the JCB. They're another 2 loads of tyres and they should be alright. I don't know how they got the big alloy tractor tyres up there, but sure, it must have caused some destruction. But yeah, everything is a bit not going so well for Mick, and hopefully he'll be able to pay back for everything he has. The hire business didn't work out for him, as not many people in the farming around here hire. They all kind of have their own equipment, so everything's kind of been parked up and everything, so hopefully everything will work out in the future. Moving on to happier days, we have one of the workers in the 3140 just spreading herbicide on the crops. Before they're ready and ripe, it'll be all good. And we just have the Ford Escort, Fast and Furious version, just popping down the road, probably hitting 150, 160 there. Fergus Agri and Contractors are on a big convoy. We have Fergus himself and the JCB heading down to do a job. It's around half an hour drive in a car, so they'll be probably hitting just an hour on the tractors. And we got the T7 with the cane trailer just following him. And we have the beautiful John Deere harvester following behind, which is looking very nice with silage cutting in progress on the side, and lovely setup there now. More trailers are coming, as it's going to be a big job.
So over here in the New Holland Ford dealership, there's just the usual day's crack here. There's a service requested by Mick's brother, which is Ford 6610, and Eugene, just changing the oil, the engine oil, the back end oil. And he's a long time worker. Eugene is in this dealership, and he brings back memories working on the old Fords, as he hasn't worked on them in a long time because all the farmers in the area kind of got rid of them. But yeah, the usual machinery is still in here, the T6, the teleporter, spearhead, and the drill and stuff like that. The bin lorries, after stopping by to empty the bins there. But that's about it in there in the New Holland dealership. So over here in PJ's yard, there's some bit of haymaking going on in the silage as well. Nice to see that bit of an uplift from Mick's farm. So yeah, PJ the man himself is mowing with the International 956 XL and the Coon. he's relieved because last year he had to borrow some other his friend's tractor he couldn't do with the county, and this year he has the international all fixed up, so he's doing a nice bit of mowing of that. Now the deal with this field, as the field goes on it gets a bit rough, so he'll make the most of what he can there, so he'll probably have to do for silage, but the top half of this field is kind of suitable more for hay, so he's going to make hay on the top and silage on the bottom, so he might be hay turning it out in the next episode or even baling it. So across the ditch here, PJ's son, he was just watching him starting the mowing, and he just knows that there's a fox going over came out from the hedge, and he's going to attack one of the sheep, and luckily PJ's son just spotted, and he's going to jump the hedge there and scare that fox away before he gets one of the sheep there, so luckily that caught his eye. And then the county 1174 is just parked up on the log trailer for later on work when PJ's son is going to bring in a few load of timber. So the 3C is parked up, and you may be wondering what's going to be happening with the David Brown. The David Brown is near completion. It's going to be maybe on the next episode or the episode after maybe. We'll have to see what the word is with the mechanic, but yeah, it's all going well, I've heard. Also, PJ got the time to put up a few more gates, as his work kind of cut out a bit, so he got a bit of time to put up a few more gates there in the livestock fields. He still needs to put it up there in the hay fields, but yeah, that's about it there. So over here across from PJ's yard, there's a familiar sight. It's a New Holland TM 140 now. We're not 100% sure if this is Mick's old tractor or it could be just a farmer's different tractor he's always owned, but we're nearly certain that it's Mick's old tractor, as it has the exact same front weights on the pin and has the flashing lights at the front, so we nearly sure it can't be a coincidence, and the farmer might have bought it at an auction as it's been bought out from the bank. But yeah, it's a bit of a hope Mick doesn't see that. He might tear up, but I'm sure he's going to mow a few fields, the farmer is, and has a John Deere mower on the back. And then here, one of the workers are in the Massey Ferguson 8280 going after the AD plant to spread a bit of digestate with the big 4,000 gallon tanker. Big Massey, no bother for that big pull. So here in the Contractors Yard, Fergus Agri Contractors HQ, we have Nigel himself. He's hopping up into the 8870. He had all the baler there prepared last night, and he's hopping up into the tractor and the baler. Now this is a very nice setup, I think. Now the 8870 and the New Holland 1290 baler. Let me know what you think in the comments. This will be probably a premiere, so comment down the live chat what you think, or comment down below. I think it's a very nice setup, so yeah, let me know what you think. And then over here in the going by on the road, there's a Colm his crew. He's a part-time farmer. You may have seen in the previous episodes, and he's just heading off to the factory with his 1455 XL, and then his friend is following him in his 40W15. Just bringing a few loads of 2 loads of cattle off to the factory. Also, shortly after following Colm, there's this young lad after buying a 135, and he's going to take on the world. He has this McHale wrapper, and he's going wrapping for all the farmers nearby, so he's flat out doesn't have time to stop. He's been going since 6 o'clock this morning wrapping bales, so yeah, better watch out, lads. So over here in Grain Co and Gravel Co, there's not a lot action happening here in Grain Co, but it's complete opposite here in Gravel Co. There's machines everywhere, and up in the yard, they made a good progress on their 2-bay shed. They got a good rate for the steel beams and have them all up. They took a break there today, but in the next day or so they'll be putting on the red sheeting, so it should make a nice home for the machinery that's scattered across the yard and all tucked in nicely. Keep the rain off them during the winter months. But yeah, the 22 ton is parked beside, and so is the pause loader. Now Larry, he has his Fendt 818 parked up, and this week he's going to be trying out the builder's Fendt 936 on his 14 ton NC. A bit of an overkill, I know, but he wants to try it out, and from what he's only been on this Fendt a day, and he says it's unbelievable comfort and fast on the road, and yeah, but the only thing he doesn't like about it is the price tag. So he still likes his Fendt, but it'll be too big for going into small jobs, this big Fendt. So anyway, on the road here, the usual lad that does the sweeping for the quarry, has this big slurry tanker on the 7810, and he's just spraying a bit of water just to keep the dust down, as that's what the planner permission was about. But the Doosan and the Volvo are both parked up, and so is there's a worker's JC Loadall. There's a Feed 500, he's after getting sacked. He's making a run for it, don't know how fast he's going, but God, easy. And then E30, the BMW is still parked there. He's still blocked in, so don't know what's happening there. But yeah, moving on into the pit. Another farmer came down with his link box, and he wanted to fill in a few potholes around his farm, and he didn't know what to expect. Sure, he's got loaded up with a big 80 ton Doosan, and not even half the bucket, and the link box is full up. So it's all spilled all over the floor. But yeah, definitely a big load for the Valtra. The A35 is just waiting to get loaded up as well, and so is the A40, and the Doosan loader is pushing up while the A40 is tipping. So yeah, that's finishes it up there around the quarry and around the farm in general.
What a day on the model farm. We had a very adventurous episode. Mick is borderline on money, and he has a couple of connections, so he might be able to source a bit of money. We spraying going on, silage, everything going on. Contractors are out, PJ is busy. We have the mystery behind the TM, which is very nice. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we just have a few words to say.
So we have an exciting video coming up in the future, so look forward to that. It's definitely something different you've never seen before, and it's out of the Model Farm studio, so look forward to that. It's an exciting one, and we're excited to record it. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.
Bye for now.